Hello, everyone. I'm Chuck Bennett, and I'm here to introduce you to Ted Thomas and the lazy man's way to wealth with tax lien certificates and tax deeds. Now, Ted's here to show you the secrets of a money-making system that has made many investors very wealthy. He's developed this training system to open your eyes to opportunities that few people know of. Ted, welcome.
Glad to be here.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
All right, Ted, when we first met several years ago, you told me a little bit about your background. What did you do before you got involved investing in tax defaulted properties?
Well, I started out as a pilot. Actually, I flew for Aloha Airlines over in Honolulu, Hawaii, and that was a great career. But after flying there for some time, can you imagine I wanted to leave the Hawaiian Islands? And I did, and I started a real estate business, and that got me started.
All right. Now, that was your background then.
Right.
Now, what's the history behind tax defaulted properties?
Oh, my goodness, Chuck. These things have been around for a long, long time. Folks, tax lien certificates have been around for 200 years. Can you imagine? And they've changed a lot over those years, but just so you have a general idea of what they are, a tax lien certificate, when you learn about them, you'll see why this business has been around for 200 years. Nothing works unless it works for both parties, and this business really works for both parties.
All right, during the course of these lessons, we're going to see some video from years ago and current video, and nothing's really changed, has it?
Well, it hasn't, except the internet came along.
There you go.
And so that's the big change. And so let's talk just a little bit about that. In the course of making this course, it took me a year to get it all together. And I found a lot of video that I'd been making for teaching other courses. So what I did is I integrated that. So I wanted to make sure that you learned how to do it online. You can do online research. You can learn how to make payments online. You can actually buy and sell online today. Whereas when I started, we had to travel thousands of miles to do this.
Now, what else is going to be in this course?
Well, there's going to be a ton in the course. Now, folks, you're going to get kind of a little bit overwhelmed. We talk about it being a 52-week course. Well, it's not 52 weeks. It's 52 lessons, but you can accelerate. You can take 3 or 4 lessons at a time. So we call that self-paced. But it's a distance learning system that you can sit at your kitchen table with your computer and you can learn. So we not only have regular lessons here and you'll have a personal coach, but we have group coaching. Now, the group coaching is what people really like, and that's every Wednesday night, so that's part of this. And then I teach an intensive business growth system course, and I teach that every Thursday night. And there's even more than that. There's even buying tours. We can go on a tour. But the most important thing is that personal coach.
Personal coach is everything.
Yeah.
Now, what advantage does this course offer?
Well, this course is complete. It has everything. It's very comprehensive. You can learn online and you're going to learn offline techniques. We're going to teach you both, and we're going to show you, I've been doing this for over 25 years, so I'm going to show you successful investors. Now, when I say successful people, I'm not going to show you just testimonials of how great people are. We're going to show you kind of step-by-step process. So we're going to focus on things where people make money, okay? But one of the important things that we'll focus on is how to avoid the mistakes. The problem with real estate is if you make a mistake, it could be a big one. And another problem that people have that we're experts at is we're going to show you how to sell. Most people are afraid of selling, but we show them how to sell.
Well, not only sell, but they have to find properties quickly, too.
Right. Finding it. So the research is important. So we're going to teach them online research. We have many online research classes, and we're going to teach them how to do it online and offline.
All right, let me ask you this. Who will we be learning from?
Well, you're going to learn from people that have a lot of experience. Now, I have a lot of experience myself, but I've taken the time over the years to train many coaches. And this is a personal coaching program that you're involved in. Now, it's an accelerated learning system, so you can do it as fast as you want, but it's going to really go into depth. Now, let me tell you just briefly about the coaches. We'll get into it later. All my coaches are 60 years old. Why do I say that? Because they're settled down. They know what they're doing. They all have experience, more than 10 years experience with everyone. My coaches have bought and sold more tax defaulted properties than any other team in the world.
That is amazing. Now, some of the components of the program, there's quite a bit to it.
I don't want to give you a long list, but you're going to start with basic, and then we're going to go to advanced, but we're going to teach accelerated learning. As I said, it's self-paced program. So these people can go, if you want to do 3 or 5 lessons all in one day, you can do that. But if you want to do just one and pace it out, you're going to work with a personal coach. You're going to learn from case studies. All right, now I spent a little time at the Harvard Business School a number of years ago. Actually, I should say the graduate school, and they taught all with case studies. And And I learned from that how to develop case studies with tax lien certificates and tax defaulted property. So we're going to teach with those case studies. And that's going to make a big difference in how quickly you learn and how deep we're able to go. So all of this is on video, fastest way to learn. You see it and you hear it.
Now, there's going to be question and answer at the end of each lesson. And there's also, again, we got to repeat, a personal coach involved.
There's a personal coach, and that's the beauty of this. You're going to have your coach involved all the way through as you do this training. And in addition to that, every Wednesday night for the last 13 years, we have a group coaching call. So there's a group there, and they can ask any question they want, and there's always a coach to help them out. Nobody in the world has that.
Now, is there other support options for them if they have other questions?
Well, actually, there's a little bit too much here. So here's what's going to happen. You're not only going to have a personal coach, you're going to be able to be involved in the group coaching. But if you have a question today, you can call our office, and I have facilitators. Everybody in my office is trained to answer questions. Now, not in-depth questions, because that's a coach, but if you get a question, you will get slowed down. There's people there to do. And they actually do facilitator calls to say, oh, you haven't done your research today? Let us give you a class on that. They'll give you a class on that right in. So we do that. We're really in the training business.
All right, the name Ted Thomas is everything when it comes to tax lien certificates and tax deeds.
Right.
What training do you personally do?
I personally teach every Thursday night for the past 8 years. For the 50 weeks of the year, I teach for 2 hours. And that 2 hours is called Intensive Business Growth System. It's my most advanced level along with this one. It's a distance learning thing. So I have clients in Bangkok. I have clients in Singapore. I have clients in the major cities of Australia, London, England, anywhere in Canada, because you can learn online with this. And I've been teaching that class for decades. Now, is it the exact same class? No. But you know what? If you join that class, you can go back all 8 years and watch all the lessons if you wanted to. They're all recorded so people can have the best instruction that's available in the United States today.
Basically, that's just a taste of what's ahead of us. All right, it's coming up. Our first lesson is just moments away. So stay with Ted Thomas and yours truly, Chuck Bennett.